Hello everybody, this is attorney Shah Peerally. We're going to have a presentation today on using the L1A visa or EB1 See as an investor visa. Those visas are usually used to bring executives or managers to the United States, especially if they have a branch, when you have a branch overseas. And the EB1 See, of course, is a green card part of it. But we're going to show you how it is possible in this presentation to use it effectively as an L1A and even be an option from other investor visa, basically be not an option but an alternative to other kinds of investor visa. So we're going to start on explaining first what is the L1A and the EB1 See, then we will move to the next step. What is an L1A? The L1A non-immigrant classification enables a U.S. employer to transfer an executive or a manager from one of its affiliated foreign offices to one of its office in the United States. This classification also enables a foreign company which does not yet have an affiliated U.S. office to send an executive or manager to the United States with the purpose of establishing one company. Okay, right there in this explanation, we already kind of went directly into the gist of this presentation. That means you have, for example, a company in India or China or Africa, and now you want to open a branch in the United States, or you already have a branch. Now, you want to send your employees, of course, because you're doing business between the two, or the two are affiliated somehow. You want to send one of your executives or your managers or yourself as an executive. This is a visa you will want to use. Of course, there are requirements which we'll cover down the road, but the L1A is mainly used for companies, multinational companies that are branch out all over the world or in two countries, and you need to send your managers, well, high-level managers or executives to the United States. So the next slide, we will talk a little bit about what are the requirements of the L1A. Then we will move and explain how we can efficiently use it. And we have done it at the Shah Peerally Law Group, getting people opening an office in the United States and ultimately getting their L1A. And of course, that will follow with the EB1 See. And now we're going to go over the L1 classification. What do you need? First of all, you need what we call a qualifying relationship with a foreign company, and that includes a parent, a branch, a subsidiary, or an affiliate, and which means basically the two companies have to be related somehow. And just ownership might not be a relation, by the way, but it can be used. For example, Mr. X owns a company in India and Mr. X owns the company in the US. Doesn't mean actually they are related. So we need to show that qualifying relationship. And they will be doing the business as an employer. That means an employer, or as an executive, that means your company is employing yourself. And that's how basically you use that as an investor visa. One thing which is very interesting, you don't really need to be doing international trade. That means you don't have to be engaged in international trade, but the companies have to be related. So very interesting how we can convert this now based on that as what we call an investor visa. Because if you look at it now, someone can open a company, a branch in the United States, and then bring themselves here on an L1A, and effectively it becomes an investor visa. Now, doing business means basically regular, systematic, and continuous provisions of goods or services by the qualifying organization. What it means is just to sit in the United States or having something in the United States doesn't qualify you for doing business for the L1A purpose. And this is major because some people think, okay, if I just open an office, that's good enough. No, it has to be something. However, when we talk about the investor style of the L1A, you can actually show that you will be doing business, and you will have to do it this way because you have not opened the company yet. So the business plan is very, very important. And this is where we can come in and help. So again, if you need help on those, The number to our office is 510-742-5887. This is Attorney Shah Peerally, and we're discussing about using the L1A as a means to, as an investor visa. And in order for the employee now, an employee, now let us talk about one of the most important aspects of the L1A. The L1A requires that the person you're transferring, including yourself, be an executive or in a managerial capacity. What it means for an executive is means someone who has the ability to make decisions of wide latitude without much oversight. Bottom line, you have full control kind of your department, of your unit, hire and fire, control and dominion. That's what they are talking about executive. Executive can be CFOs, CEOs, etc. Now, managerial capacity are those highline managers. And those are people who can supervise not only regular employees, but professionals. And they can manage the organizations like you have in big companies, Google, Microsoft, etc. They have those executives, not executive, but highline managers, and those can qualify for the L1A. And the section is 101. That what also they're talking about here is they don't need supervision. Those people, okay, they of course answer to a high level, but they don't need supervision, and it is under the Immigration Nationality Act under 8 CFR 214.2 L1 So we will not get into the definition, but most importantly, we need to be an executive or a manager. Now, how does it relate to our L1? Well, how it relates is that if you have a company, you own the company, or the company has. So now I was talking a little bit about that, the slide change, and I was talking about how does it relate to the investor. So the person who's going to be investing is of course an executive or in a managerial role, because that is his own business. He's bringing a branch to the United States. So that's the interesting part. Now the new office, or investing in the new office, for foreign employers seeking to send an employee to the United States as an executive or a manager, to establish a new office, you must show two things. And that's very important in our case, because that's what you're doing. You have your branch, for example, in South Africa, in Dubai, or in India, and you want to open a branch here. And that's how you're going to send yourself or send someone here. And you need to be secure some kind of physical premises. Although there was a case which says on matter of Z-A, where they basically say totality of circumstances should come in, instead of just looking at things from a very limited angle. A physical place is very important for the case. The employee has to be employed, of course, as an executive or a manager. So basically, you cannot take someone as an executive, bring them here as a salesperson, for example. Even though it's a sales executive, it might work. So you need to kind of match the role and make sure that whatever you're doing there, you're going to be doing here. And also a very important point, and that means also you have to support yourself for the 1 year of the, for at least within 1 year of the L1A. And very important part is many people think, okay, for example, you own a company, you are pretty much the one-man show there, but you have a lot of employees, and you transfer yourself to the US. One of the questions they usually ask us, who's going to handle the company there in the foreign company? For example, your company in India or China. So very important that you have someone replacing you there, then you can transfer yourself here. So the new office is very important, setting it up, and that's how you're going to make it kind of an investor visa.
We're going to go onto the EB1 See. The EB1 See is the second part of the
Okay, I mentioned that few slides after that, but there are no more slides. But what I was talking about here is to efficiently use the L1A as an investor visa. What happens here is you are basically using the L1A as an alternative to visas like E2 visa, which doesn't bring you to a green card like EB1 See or an EB5 visa, an investor visa where you ultimately have to put 500,000 or $1 million or whatever and have a lot of issues involved with them. So the L1A first step, you don't have to actually, one question I get all the time, do I have to set everything up, then I can get the visa? No, you don't have to set quote unquote everything up. You have to show that you have planned how to set it up. So this is where the business plan come into play, and I highly recommend, if you need help, please give us a call, 510-742-5887. And anything I told you today is for informational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. Please contact our law firm, 510-742-5887. The link is below this video, and you can check our website. To recap, L1A is a very, very good visa, better than many other visas out there. Hopefully, will stay. And the EB1C, one of the best actually to get the green card if you're a multinational company, or even if you're a small business and you're opening a branch here. It all depends. It's a case-by-case basis, and this is where we come in as lawyers. We can really fine-tune it and help you. We have helped a lot of people. Please feel free to call us. Good luck to you. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell. Thank you.